search enhancements are features that improve the look of a search results. And know that there are a lot of different types of search enhancements that search engines, such as Google, will actually use, but not all of those are going to apply to Shopify stores. So we're going to focus on the most common search enhancements that you can qualify for with Shopify. So let's talk a little bit about some real life examples. Google has a knowledge panel that shares information about an organization. This is compiled from all of the information that Google has in their database. More likely than not, on larger companies that you'll see more details. For example, this one with Shopify, the knowledge panel for Shopify, shows more specific information around their stock price, their revenue, founders, social profiles, and all that stuff. That's because all that information is publicly available. On the other hand, you have Animals Matter on the other side, who is a Shopify store that has buttons for their website and directions, as well as the reviews and address. You can also see a very simplified version of this for your store just by filling out Google My Business profile, but obviously a more complete knowledge panel is going to be your goal. This one right here is called Sitelinks. And it typically shows with your homepage, with your title and description on top, and then the top pages that Google deems important indented underneath it. You may also see sometimes there's going to be a search query, a little box in there to enter in a search query directly in this result, and that would be called a Sitelinks search box. It's pretty hard to obtain, but it is possible. The larger stores tend to have that. Then we have frequently asked questions. The frequently asked questions search enhancement is one that many stores can utilize, but I really don't think that they know exist. This is going to be different from the people also asked section that you may see. The FAQ rich result, this one right here that I'm showing, shows up when I searched for Animals Matter bed inserts washable, and it's highlighting the answer to my question along with what Google determined was an important FAQ that is included in the result underneath. Not as common on Shopify, but there are certainly a handful of stores who have recipes on their site. So you can qualify for recipe-rich results that can show up in Google search results and in Google image as either an individual recipe similar to what we're seeing here, or as a carousel. Then we have product search enhancements, which can include reviews, price range, availability, and brand. Now, many people have asked me if rich results are still worth investing in if you don't have reviews, and my answer is always yes, because you can still get other data to show up, like the price, availability, and on images too. All that stuff can show up in search results. Don't feel like you have to have reviews in order to get the benefits out of rich results. Also, if you're using Merchant Center, Google may now also show shipping details in the rich result because it connects the data that you have in your store with the data that you've got in Merchant Center. So they sort of help each other out. And then much like Google's product results, Bing also shows similar search enhancements, which they call information-rich search results. Bing is often the ugly stepsister of Google, but it's really worth investing in because many other search engines, such as DuckDuckGo, actually will utilize Microsoft Search Engine for their own results. And I also really like Bing because they show the brand on the regular search result, whereas Google only shows the brand on the image search result. Although I do expect at some point that Google may change and actually show the brand in the regular search, but time will tell. We'll see what they actually do with that. Pinterest is another one. They call their search enhancements rich pins. The first screenshot is what it looks like when you're browsing. You'll see the company name, logo, and the product title, but without the rich pin, that part below the image is usually just blank. And then when you open up the pin, as shown on the right side, you'll see the website URL, price range, product title, reviews, the visit link to the site, and then the product details, which in this one, it actually expands out to show you the full product description.